Being a sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink, I cannot compare to the sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, and smugness and groupthink that Tucker Carlson is. But I, Mel McGinnis, will judge accurately. I will reflect soundly and reason ably when it comes to the aspect of religion and politics. Politics. You can't get around this word woke when it comes to politics. In fact, you can hardly get around the word anywhere. I mean, it is showing up in real estate, medicine, retail, government-run schools, even private schools, candy, M&Ms, transportation, the government itself, media, arts, corporations, sports, and yes, even the church. I saw a book written by Jim Garlow. In it, he was reflecting upon the effectiveness of Billy Graham's ministry. And I guess Billy Graham was asked the question, what made your ministry so effective? And one of the things he said was, engage, but transcend. Engage, but transcend. He was referring to the culture. Engage it, but transcend it. Woke is going to engage you. You are going to engage it. It's not a question of if there's an engagement, but a question of will you engage and blend with it, or will you engage and transcend it? I was asked to preach a sermon on this topic, a practical guide in knowing how to walk the walk among the woke. Wow, what a challenge. I'm going to deliver a series here that I will be giving to my congregation. So here's part one. The word woke originated as slang back in the 1960s. Some will refer it to as African American Vernacular English. To be woke back then was to be aware and conscious of things evil, such as what we saw in the 60s, segregated lunch counters, drinking fountains, housing arrangements enforced by government. That was evil. That was sin. People needed to be aware of it and become conscious of it in order to right the wrong. 50 years later, the slang on the street became a definition in the dictionary. Merriam-Webster in 2017 said, woke means aware of and actively attentive to important facts and issues of racial and social justice. The definition indicates more to woke than just being aware about race. It's social justice. One of the first things and key things you do when you walk the walk among the woke is to clarify understanding. What do we mean when we're using terms? What do you mean by being actively attentive? What do you mean by social justice? Who is defining the terms? You ask these kinds of questions because clarity must be established from the outset. Clarity first, then work from there. From dictionary.com, woke is having or being marked by an active awareness of systemic injustices, prejudices, especially those involving the treatment of ethnic, racial, and sexual minorities. Whoa! Woke today is more than merely being about race. It's also about sexuality. That is, there's those in our culture who make equivalent people's sexual desires with somebody's ethnicity. they've elevated sexual behavior to the status of ethnicity. To me, that devalues those who have been truly minorities in our countries. But in any event, woke certainly became popularized during Black Lives Matter. And woke piggybacked onto LGBTQ. Engage and blend in, or engage and transcend. First, you have to get a handle on what it means and understand how the term has evolved in 2023. If you don't have a clarifying definition of it, it's like trying to get a grip on a slippery fish. Woke means being awakened to the needs of others, somebody wrote on my Facebook. To be well-informed, compassionate, loving, humble, and kind, eager to make the world a better place for others. That's what woke means. When I saw that, I asked the question. Remember, first, you asked the question to get clarity. So I asked the person who posted it, what dictionary is that definition found in? Or what is the origin of the definition you gave in your post? I have not received an answer. Do you see how the first step in walking the walk among the woke is to get clarity on the matter? I so appreciate what Dennis Prager has to say, because when he gets into discussions and people may disagree, he says, first, I want clarity. Then there may be understanding and agreement. But we won't have it until we get clarity. So today, I just wanted to get clarity on the definition of woke. Well, unlike Tony Kornheiser of Pardon the Interruption, I cannot promise you that I'll do better the next time on walking the walk among the woke.